to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
She looks severely different,
Strange.
much older.
Such a little thing.
That's her? Nicole?
Yeah. First deferred from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Fisherman is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls. It's rough.
Well, yeah, that's like long-term relationships, long distance. Excuse me.
I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols. So you keep saying.
Here we go. Nice clean re-entry.
The voice actor doesn't sound the same. I could be wrong.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
To an independent miner, that's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history. Some prospecting team set up for life. Now where is she?
There. Confirming visual contact with USG Ishimura.
What a beauty. Biggest
Graphics
success
look
in her
good.
class, you know.
And it's still true to the beginning.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
All right, I'm gonna skip.
Careful on the approach.
Let's skip some of it because I don't want it to be too long. I want to see the actual encounter of when the crashing starts.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automated docking. Here's a go.
Is that a female?
We're losing control.
Up front? Or is it two guys?
Guidance system override isn't responding.
Shit, coming in too hot. It's gonna smack us into the hull.
Aim for that emergency stabilizer. There, the blue light. It might slow us down.
Drop the flash shield. Everyone okay?
I'm good.
I'll live. Hey, Johnston. You alright?
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
Shit, but better than a broken knee.
From that?
Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
Gotta always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost a port booster. We got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kellyan. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
Didn't they both come? Could have sworn they both did in the original. The suit looks good. Instead of having the lights, it looks like you get more of a actual glass style front piece of a helmet. Sir, if you go back, there was some med kit.
Great start to our repair mission.
Used to be. In the original playthrough. Like if you pick standard.
We'll register them in the flight lounge.
So go back.
Hello? Where is everybody? Half the ship must have heard that landing.
Be proud, Jen. You gotta see her in one piece.
Johnson might disagree. But
The guns, what was it? That was the pulse rifle?
Fancy C-stab.
Look interesting. They look a little different.
Control?
no, nobody.
The Ishimura was the first planet cracker class vessel, and is now the oldest service
At least we didn't take out the sign.
of
Yeah.
continuous service. It
Ishimura.
holds for the highest number of planet craft, with 34 to date, and highest dead weight of refined product at 14
May as well get
trillion
signed in.
kilotons and counting. Whether you'll be joining us aboard the Ishimura, or serving in the extraction workforce on
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura. Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from active Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
Immigration.
I can't reach
Interesting.
security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
Wrong with their comms. I don't remember that conversation. I don't remember that. Really don't. They're standby, so they still got the traditional safe station. I don't know if we'll watch the whole 18.
Where's anybody?
Let's do.
There's nothing long.
Skip a little
no
bit.
duty roster, no power to the elevator.
We'll go to here. I want to see this event, see if they changed anything.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not just comms with the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
What could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker?
Be surprised. If I recall, there was two of them.
Power to the elevator should be.
Anomaly detected.
Soldiers in there, or
Activated.
bodyguards, whichever you want to call them, security.
The quarantine systems are all fine.
That's one thing. It's
Do you hear that?
a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it.
Batman?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Up there!
Well, that's the same. Time to leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't remember 5 chasing you, but hey, that's good. More the merrier. See if this is the same. The the gore effect looks really good. I do like that. I think that is a good thing they did. They made the gore a more real thing compared to the old games, how it was, obviously. You didn't really wear it too much until you got further down the line. Plasma cutter. Oh, you put it together. And it shows it too. I like that. I know you did in the original, but is it me or does it look a little bigger? Maybe it's just perspective of it. Because I'm so used to playing the old versions of it. Credits. Okay, so you got ammo credits, so nothing. A-tail stomp. A-tail stomp. Thud, thud. Okay, that's the same. Going down. Off with the limbs. Yep. Okay, it's still the same. All right. Good. They knew that if they changed that too much, they'd be in trouble. Like, this won't be scary when I play it. I know that for a fact. That's still same?
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
Looks like health works a little bit quicker. All right.
Isaac. Oh my God, Isaac. You made it.
They're everywhere. Shin, is he,
She looks different in this than she did on the ship.
Nothing I can do.
Maybe it's because we're looking at her straight on.
ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can
Maybe.
they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to get to the bridge. There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs. So how do we do this?
There's a broken tram car.
We were both repair techs, so yeah. Well, Isaac's more of an engineer than repair tech.
I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance bay. But it's all on Isaac's side of the quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she always does.
So in a nutshell, it looks good. It looks really good to me. It looks good. The only things I'm seeing is they're taking ad-libs to change some things, small things, which is fine. I have never had a problem with that. I'm not going to be a stickler with the whole, it has to be exactly the same. I'm fine with that. My problem comes with this, and maybe it's just me, and we can go back and look at this in a hot minute, is the faces look kind of weird to me. Hammond looks fine. Kendra looks a little weird. Like, let me see if we go back to that point. Turn the music off and we'll, like, from here to where's the comms? Here looks completely different to my eyes. And I wonder if it's just because the game's not out yet. They still got time to fix everything, so I'm not too worried about that. It's just, hopefully they didn't go, they're taking their time with it. They're doing things right, and they smooth out some of that. What am I on? 1080, 1080, 60. That's fine. I wonder if it's based off PC. Does it say? Yep, check out the first 18 of Dead Space in 4K 60 on PC stick. Yeah, okay. So this is 4K. It could be in 4K. Yeah, if I really wanted to. I'm not going to strain my computer to do this stuff, though. As far as I'm concerned, the combat looks good. They kept the combat the same. Again, I'm happy. The design looks good. The design looks good. I'm just worried they messed this baby up. This is like me with Resident Evil 2. And the reason why I say that is basically, in a nutshell, Resident Evil 2 was my favorite game. And when they remade it, I was like, please don't screw it up. Please don't screw it up. And it turned out to be one of the best remakes I've ever played. 3 for Resident Evil 3 remake. Ugh. For something, I bet it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like they took out a chunk of it that was, to me, that was important. And then they played around the story a little too much, shortened it too much. And then it just felt off. It didn't feel like Resident Evil 3. It felt something else. Like, short story. So, that's what I felt of that. But that's me. Some people may beg different, say, oh, it's their favorite, but that's just me because I'm a fan of the old school stuff. So, just FYI. So when I look at this and I say what's going to happen, I'm very, very, very hopeful. I'm glad with the 18 minutes of gameplay we see here. It looks good. 2 things I really want to see is how the upgrade system is. Do we still have the bench? You better have the bench. Don't cram it into a store. Please don't do that. Please don't do it. I think it was iconic to have the bench to upgrade, so I hope they do that too. Hopefully the store has the upgrades for the suits. I would like to see the suits. I like the fact the suits get bladed, get messed up. In the original, you got a little bit of it, but you couldn't see it too much because during that time, obviously, 360 graphics, PlayStation 3 graphics weren't like super, super intense. They were good, but they weren't super intense during that era. So that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe we see something of that. And if maybe later this month, maybe earlier next month before this game comes out, because I think this is a slot end of January, which, yeah, we'll probably start that up around that time frame. Other than that, looks good. Again, just a little worried. I've been kind of disappointed with some games that have come out this year that were very, very promising. I've been hyped up for, and it felt like a slap in my face. It really has been. The only one that hasn't been a slap in my face, which I've been thankful for, and I'm glad it was handled the way it was handled, to me, Callisto Protocol. That feels like a damn good game to me. I love how different it was. And yes, we can say, oh yeah, it's kind of like Dead Space, kind of, but it's different. It's totally not like Dead Space. It feels more like a proper sci-fi 5 game than like a survival horror, which is kind of cool, which is a nice change of pace to me. As a person that loved old school games like that, it felt good. Granted, it feel like more like it's a rock'em sock'em with melee of Callisto Protocol, but I can dig it. I am enjoying it more and more. So other than that, very promising. We'll take a look at this when it comes out, but thank you guys for watching. As always, just doing a huge favor. Stay safe, take care. You know the drill. Catch you later.